Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the KameGarage. Welcome to another episode. Today is the third video of our series of fixing the G35. In this video, we're gonna go ahead and replace the 4 sensors that are located in the back of the engine of the G35. The camshaft sensors, and I believe it's the crankshaft sensors. They're right here. We got 3 codes out of the 4 sensors. One thing that's recommended to do is to replace both sensors if one goes bad. Since I have 3 of them that went wrong, I'm just gonna go ahead and replace all 4 of them. This is a common thing that happens to the G35s. If I could tell you, I probably replaced the camshaft sensor. I probably replaced it about like 3 times already. I forgot that I had lifetime warranty. So if you go to AutoZone and you buy the Duralast ones, it might not be the best one. It's a good quality, but they do have lifetime warranty, and anytime it malfunctions or goes bad, you can get a free replacement. So honestly, it's like a win-win situation. This is the one that I got replaced. I got for my warranty. Here is the actual one that I bought, because the G35, the Rev-Up engine, uses 2 of these. So here's the part number, and then also uses 2 of these. These are the other sensors that are in an angle. Here's the other sensor. This one goes down in an angle. On the Rev-Up engine, it has 2 sensors, so it has 2 of each. The camshaft sensor and the angle one, they're all located in the back. Since we are installing a kinetic velocity manifold, we have more space. They literally go right here in the back. As you guys can see, I actually went ahead and removed that one. Had to get my warranty, and it literally connects right there. And the other one is this gray one right here. It's that one. So with the whole manifold, obviously you have less room and it's a little more uncomfortable to get to them. You can still do it, but now that we have it out, we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. For the driver's side, for this one right here, the sensors are back here, right there, and the other one's down there. So we definitely have more stuff around. We're probably gonna move this bracket down so we have some more room. Again, ideally, we have the best chance to do it right now since we have the manifold out. So let's go ahead and tackle that, and hopefully our codes are clear. Actually guys, I was wrong. There's this black one down here. That's the angle one. Here you go, we got the 10mm out. All you gotta do now is pull this out. There you go. We have it right there. We just gotta disconnect it. And here we go. There's also some debris by the connectors dirty. We're gonna clean that out. Here you go guys. So this one is the one that's straight. This one is the one that goes in an angle. Here's what I was telling you. See how there's like debris and dirt around the connectors? Imagine the sensors. So we're gonna connect the new ones back in place. There we go. And now we're gonna place them inside their spot. We have replaced them. As you guys can see, the green one's right there and the black one's down there. That's down right there. Those are the 2 sensors on the passenger side. Now we got to do the driver's side, which is a little more complicated, but it should be the same process. We're gonna go ahead and remove this hose because the first sensor's right here, literally right underneath. You can do it without removing it, so we're gonna go ahead and remove it, and we'll have access for both of them. We already loosened up this bracket. Once we have this out, remove the sensor. Right there. It's right there. And it's connected to this harness, so that's why it's a little bit tougher to get to it through this side. This other cable right here, it's the other connectors, the green connectors, the camshaft. So everything's connected together, unlike the passenger side. Here we go. We got the other one out, and like I told you, they're both pretty much linked up to the same harness line. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop the sensors back in. Here's the code. Again, if you guys need it. put the bolt back in. Here's the second coat for the angle one. I don't know if you guys can see, but this one right there and the other one right there, everything's back in place, everything's tight. Just gonna go ahead and put this hose back in place. And that should be all for today's episode, fam. We went ahead and replaced all 4 sensors of the G35. Here's the little diagram one more time if you guys want to check the codes that you guys got. The sensors are a pretty easy replacement install as long as you have space, tiny hands sometimes. If you have to plant them on top, it's definitely a little more challenging, but it's definitely doable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Remember to subscribe and stay tuned to find out what happens to the G35 on the next episode of the KameGarage. Peace.